Get ready for your big break. Okay, before we jump in, I want you to imagine the thing that you've been dreaming about as it relates to your acting career. Is it a specific set that you're working on with a specific director or a celebrity co-star? Is it walking the red carpet or giving that acceptance speech? Hold on to that image as we take a diversion into talking about elite athletes and how they might inspire us to be able to achieve that dream. Hey everyone, I'm Matthew Cornwell with Get Taped here in Atlanta, Georgia, one of Atlanta's original audition taping services. Can you believe that? Which I co-own with my amazingly talented, beautiful wife and best friend, Brooke. Never gets old. Okay, I'm recording this before the big game. Side note, did you know that certain advertisers can't say the actual name of that NFL championship game because it's a copyright protected phrase? So that's why you hear a lot of commercials talk about the big game instead of saying, can I say I'm being told that I was bleeped out. Anyway, congrats to the big winners, whoever it was. And in this season of the year, when we are awarding the highest honor in professional football, college basketball is about to hit March Madness, and we're in the middle of all the award shows for our industry. It's a great time to reflect on how ready you are, for that dream that I had you think about in the intro. Because I'll be honest, 27 years ago when I sat in my first real acting class in undergrad, I had the thought that so many actors have. If Hollywood would just give me a chance. As if sitting there with literally zero training, I was somehow ready to be called onto the field during the big game. What was I thinking? Well, I know what I was thinking. I was thinking that despite my hero at the time, Jim Carrey, having had to put 10 plus years of paying his dues in the trenches before sort of launching to stardom, that somehow I was different. That I had something so special that I was just waiting to be discovered before I even knew what a call sheet was, or what back to one meant, or what a mark was, or a dolly. None of that mattered. I was ready. If Spielberg or the Coen brothers or insert director would just give me a chance. And if you're all honest with yourselves, you felt that at some point. Maybe some of you are feeling it still. Because even when we think we've moved past that naive way of thinking, the echoes still remain. We still think there's a shortcut to whatever it is you're chasing. Money, fame, red carpets, awards, etc. We unfortunately cannot divorce ourselves from the idea that I'm special. I'm different. My path is destined to be shorter, straighter than yours. And then when we see others sort of reach new heights in their careers, we get FOMO because we think we should be there. And we don't stop to think about all of the hidden work, all of the deep work, all of the hours spent in secret, in the dark, that got that fellow actor to that next tier in their career. Sometimes spanning years or even decades before they are seeing the fruits of that labor. And let's go back to the sports analogy. Look at the elite athletes in those high-pressure games. Yeah, they're special. Yes, they're unique. And while some of them had raw talent, sure, none of them would have been trusted on the court or the field, especially during the big game, if they hadn't put in their 10,000 hours. Side note, the 10,000 hours has been sort of debunked or clarified, but it still represents the larger idea that to achieve greatness in any field, you gotta put the time in. And so as an actor, I ask you, how are you achieving your 10,000 hours? If you've gotten to the point where you're relying on your auditions alone, that's not enough. Because even if you've had prior training, you need to keep up that training from teachers, coaches, and mentors that are 10 steps ahead of you, 20 steps ahead of you in your career, so that they can help guide your career and continue to hone your craft. And when you still can't shake that feeling that I'm different, I'm special, I'm meant for something better, etc., then use that feeling for good. Don't wallow in the fact that you're stagnating and haven't been discovered. False alarm. You think all those elite athletes did that? Instead, get creative about how you could continue to add value to what you offer. Take an improv class. We have one coming up. Hire a voice coach, take a yoga class or a self-defense class. Search out video essays like the YouTube channel Every Frame of Painting to learn more about other disciplines in this industry. Watch old movies, read biographies of your favorite celebrities, and so forth and so on. Find clever, unique, interesting ways to get your 10,000 hours in addition to the classroom so that when you are given that big opportunity, you don't have to get ready because you'll be ready. Again, think about those athletes that largely sit on the bench during the entire game, and then maybe towards the end, they get called in. Maybe because the star player got injured, or it's just a substitution, whatever the reason. Now, when that bench warmer comes in and makes an error, that's fine. The fans won't really hold that against them because it's a high-pressure situation. Now, if that bench warmer loses the game for the team, especially if it was a high-stakes game, then, the fans will remember that, and they'll wonder, why was this person given the chance to begin with? But when that bench warmer comes in and makes a clutch play, maybe even wins the game, because they were ready, not just physically, but mentally, they will be remembered. So which player or actor do you want to be? If the next email to hit your inbox was that life-changing opportunity you've been waiting for, you've been dreaming of, it's the thing you were thinking about at the beginning of this video, would you burst off that bench because you are ready to go in the game? Or would you panic because you realize you forgot your cleats and that you still need to stretch out and you just had that big plate of pasta for lunch that really needs to settle? Y'all, fear of success is a real thing. So I invite you during this upcoming week, instead of focusing on your lack of opportunities, your lack of success, instead of focusing on the negativity in this industry, which is so easy to find around every corner, get creative about how you can add value to what you offer as an actor. It's an interesting question, even as I ask that of myself. So I will be also pondering this question. And if you need ideas or just want to share your own, please drop a comment below. That's it for now. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on set.